So we're here and we got in trouble with the hubs for not discussing Nicole Kidman on microphone.
Right. I guess we should start the podcast.
We should. Did you know, though, that Miley Cyrus's grandma was really excited when she found out that Miley's wig for Hannah Montana was going to be done by Nicole Kidman's wig person?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an actual fact.
Yes, because everyone knows about those wigs.
Nicole Kidman's lace fronts are epic.
Oh, yes.
She always has them done, you know. She actually is part of her contract to have a lace front done for each one. And she's like, people are like, why? And they're like, because it means it's easier for reshoots.
Right.
I couldn't believe how much. I could not believe how much her hair was brought up on that podcast.
Are you not?
Yeah, but just because
it's legendary, that hair.
Well, that and the legendary. Or the hubs today was working, you know, in a health facility, and I just couldn't help but think of Chase Meridian. I mean, that was our first iconic psychotherapist. We are actually recording.
Yeah.
Recording right now. Sorry.
That was our first gateway to mental health care. Was Dr Chase Meridian in Batman Forever. Admit it.
That was not the gateway.
What was your gateway?
I don't know, but it wasn't that for psychotherapy.
I thought I knew you, Daniel. I think we need to move on with the podcast now.
We should start it.
Hello, and welcome to Bitches with Beards. And on today's episode, I asked a question. Do you have a mindset for abundance?
Well, don't pay any attention to little old me. I'm just the Wicked Witch of the East.
We're the podcast that attempts to break down culture with all the elegance of two coastal grandmas.
But in truth, we're just a couple of bitches with beards.
I'm Max.
And I'm Daniel.
And we're live for the Dying Keating podcast studio in Haberdashery.
And we both have opinions, so let's get this party started.
Cheers. We gotta get up.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, go on top. Go on top me.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Daniel just topped me.
That was the first and
It was
only.
the first time for everything.
First and only time that will ever happen.
What bottom for me, really? Do you still think there's rumours that we're having sex?
I so hope so, because we're not.
Oh, God, can you imagine? Just be like, where are we going? What's going on?
Oh, what's in your shopping bag?
It's flange A and flange B.
Oh, do you need your tea topped off?
Oh, God, that's the only topping we're getting.
Sounds about right.
Daniel, how was your week?
It was a very busy week at work, and I apologize for not reaching out to you, but I was actually very busy at work. Like, I had meetings all day on Thursday. It was.
You did say back-to-back meetings, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was. Everything was on Thursday, and then stuff kept getting added to my list, and I was like, stop it. I'm not doing a meeting at 4 o'clock on Thursday when it's my Friday. No. It's past my work time.
There shouldn't be meetings at 4 o'clock anyway.
No, there shouldn't be meetings at 4 o'clock. Everyone is winding down. Like, whenever someone's like, oh, I found a time that's available for everyone at 4 o'clock, and I'm like, no shit.
There's a reason it's available.
No shit, Sherlock. People are either gone or getting ready to leave. Like, no wonder everyone's got no meetings going on. Like, oh, I just need people to get a brain. Get a brain.
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was an interesting week last week. You and I recorded early last week so that I could go to a dinner with an ex. We went to Haleo, and there is very much a reason why we're exes. And you were like, oh, well, maybe you'll rekindle something. And I'm like, no, absolutely not after that dinner.
I did say we did. Originally, we were going to record later.
Right.
But I also, I've been bitten in the past by people that try and do stuff after they do stuff. And they always like, I'm going to be there in half an hour. I'm going to be there in half. I know that's not you. You're definitely not that person. But we've all been there where you're like, let's just not do it.
Right.
And I was like, well, if we do it early, then you can go off and... But you were like, no, not going to happen. And definitely from the text messages I got, didn't happen.
No. For some reason, he was being very... I don't want to say, like, vocal, but he was, like, making comments about other, patrons. Like, oh, why do you think she's wearing that? And I'm just like, she can hear you. Like, that person can hear you behind the table. Even though she's with a group of, like, 5 friends drinking. Like, she can very clearly hear you when you're commenting on a very particular color of her dress. Which, don't get me wrong, was not the best thing for them to be wearing. But I'm like, please be a little bit more aware of your surroundings. Just a tinge.
I mean, there's nothing worse as well is when you kind of like acknowledge but keep it quiet as a reply, and they're like, "Did you hear me?" Like, I'm keeping it at the level it needs to be kept at the moment.
Right. Or if you start making a comment, do you think our waiter is gay? And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't care if he's gay or not. Like, he's doing
I mean, if he's hot as shit, then yes.
He was very much like fresh out of high school type situation.
Oh, God, no.
And I'm like, no, don't be that desperate. Like, don't.
I thought he was older than you as well.
Yes, this one is older than me. And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, why are you being so lecherous? Like, you were not like this.
Was it one of those points where you just wanted to pull him aside and go, are you okay?
I did genuinely.
Is everything going on okay?
Well, the thing is, like, I know he started a brand new job, and his aunt, who he's very close with, has had a lot of health issues. So, like, we were going there to, like, talk about that, and I was just being a friend, lending an ear for the situation. But I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I think you're just being an asshole right now. Like, literally, that's all I could say at the end of that. I was just like, you're just being an asshole. Like,
yeah, you were kind of like, what did we do? Oh, because the Hubs and we ended up going out and seeing Alyssa and John, and I think you were, because I
think we wrapped up around 8 or so.
You two, but you kind of were. You can always tell by someone's messaging how it's going, and you were definitely more engaged in messaging me than you were with the conversation.
Yes, because I was like trying to I need to go home. Like, I need to be away from this situation,
and
please.
I'm pretty sure a message came through about 5:30 that I kind of got the impression the evening was over.
At 5:30.
Yeah, yes. And I was like, this is not going well. This is coded as...
Oh, dear God, save me.
Yeah. Which I ignored, but that's only for the drama.
No, and I didn't supply you with that much drama, but it was one of these. I had a great meal, and we'll talk about the meal later.
Yes, obviously, splitting.
But, the company was not par excellence, put it that way. So, I think he might. Oh.
We haven't said his name.
No.
And we never will.
And we will not. But if he has a brain, he'll figure it out, so. Well. To be determined. Anyways, how was your week?
It was good. I feel really I'm kind of exhausted today, and it's like we've been splitting time between the new job, which is going really well. Mm-hmm. Just still trying to navigate, I do graphics for this, and a lot of graphics at the moment, and it's graphics heavy because of the print deadlines, and it's also working out the checking of it, and they're working out what they need to do, the team, and I'm like, well, so it's, whereas at NDI it would be a case of, usually I would be a team would come to me,
right,
and I would send it all back to the team and tell them check it. But this time it's more me, and we're still trying to work out workflows and how stuff is sent over to printers. It's all good, and I said my colleague's really great. He's really good at he's also very good at ending a design process by going, this is working for us. We don't need to go any further. Time is ticking, and
and time is money.
And it's a bit of a night and day from the other place we got, which could be, people could be 2 weeks over the limit and still quibbling over small details.
It's like, the event starts tomorrow. It's like, oh, no.
Yeah. No. And we're working on, me and Hub's working on a personal project with a friend, and it's going very well. It's kind of moving fast, so we're kind of, I think, a bit whiplash, actually. No pun intended. And that's all we're going to say there.
But I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's an easier thing to get off the ground.
Yeah.
And I think you're making a lot of progress.
Yes, we've got a lot of support. We will talk more later on. Apart from that, a big thank you to lovely Daniel.
Oh, I'm being thanked again.
Came over, and we went to the glamorous Jersey City to watch the Jets versus Bills game with lovely Mark and Daniel. Thank you so much for dog sitting Bug. Maybe next time you could dog sit for the Jets so they could actually turn up this time, because they were barely there.
Well, Dwayne was very much here, and Dwayne was my shadow. We had a couple of writing sessions on the roof deck.
Yes, they look very cute.
And then we also had a couple of writing sessions on your sofa upstairs. And Dwayne was literally right next to me the entire time. If I went downstairs to go to the bathroom, he was going towards the steps. I'm like, no, stay.
He's pretty good at staying up there if you signal. He doesn't always. Death Dog will go up and down the stairs.
Oh, yeah,
but no, he's pretty good. But no, we had a really Jersey was interesting. It was actually like I know it sounds silly. It reminded me like you could see the New York like. And
it was send me the photo.
The views, but also you could
skyline.
see like it in the architecture, like it, and we found a couple of nice restaurants. We got some good food, had some good drinks. A lot of friendly people. The Hubs was in heaven and got chatting to a few people.
Oh.
At one point, I was kind of like, okay, there's a lot of people wanting to talk.
And you were overstimulated, like, oh my God.
The game was fun. We'll talk more about the Bills at the moment, but Jets fans are the fucking worst. Like, they're really obnoxious and their team is shit.
Is it because they're the opposing team that you think they're the worst? Or?
No, they were really overly obnoxious for a team that didn't score a try until, like, towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Oh no. Oh, you can't be that boastful.
They got, like, one field goal, and then it was just really embarrassing for them.
Well, it sounds like it.
And they were still kind of being really obnoxious, and you're like, you know you're bad.
It's like, are you at the same game that I'm at? Like,
but we walked around, we got there, and the Hubs had found a nice hotel, though unfortunately, like we could see the stadium, but it wasn't walkable.
There's like an or highway in between it. Yeah.
And we even looked at like maybe it was a walkable bit, and even then it wasn't actually that. So they charge you like $20 round trip on a minibus. Fine, fuck it, because it was more than that for Uber.
Yeah.
So we get there and we're going to go and we're wandering around like the tailgating. I've not seen real proper tailgating. I've been to Highmark, but we were like, did a smaller car park, and like we was wandering about. It was really nice. And we got there was a very good looking guys, and everyone was sort of into chatting. Every group had like a mixture of fans and it was great. And as we're kind of thinking, okay, we'll head back to we're going to the stadium, get ourselves situated. A group of Jets fans yell at us, Tatanka.
Okay. Oh.
Which I did not know the reference, but the Hubs and Mark knew the reference, which is the word buffalo in Dances with Wolves. So we get chatting to these Jets fans, and apparently this one guy has been yelling it at everyone to try and see who knows the reference. And mainly he says young women, which, gross. Thing is, it gets grosser.
How does it get grosser?
So he's then has a full-on conversation with me and Mark, eating a crab, which he, with his no-teeth mouth, spits all over Mark over the course of about 5 minutes. And we're just standing there, and it's just getting grosser and grosser, and eventually like the Hubs is like kind of creeped out anyway, like, yeah, we gotta go get our seats. And we went in, and Mark just went, I need to get into a restroom like now. It was all up his arm, this guy just spitting bits of crap. It was so rotten. I have pretty good teeth. Like, if you guys can afford good teeth, you have good teeth. But it was pretty gnarly.
I'm gonna say this right now. I wasn't there, but just listening to that, I need a Silkwood shower.
Yeah.
Like, I am so sorry, Mark. I am so sorry that you had to experience that, because I'm just like cringing. I'm like,
it's
no.
so funny that like you've got this guy eating crab, whereas if you go to like, and it's the sort of food that has market value, next to it. But aside from that, it was a really. We'll go into the game, but it was good. We had great weekends. Few good bars, a couple of though we started off in this one. The Hubs got us to a gay bar, and it was about 4:00, and all of a sudden they blared the music, and like we got chatting to another guy, like this guy Jason was very sweet, and we had to leave. It was just so loud at 4:00, like no one could hear anybody, and you could tell everyone was like looking, kind of going, why is it this loud?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a very good weekend.
Good,
but no, apart from all the crap. And with that, Daniel, I'm going to quickly boil the kettle.
Oh, we're going in Anna's garden. I guess I can pander for a few moments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to pander.
No, I don't want to pander.
And we're ready to take a walk around Anna's garden. I had to take a big break, so we had to make... This had to come out just right.
Yes.
I knew we'd chat for a while, because I knew the crab story was coming.
Yeah.
So, we're going to... Jamie and I will go into it more, but this week we did have a midweek trip to the cinema. I went to see Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Tears were shed. You were definitely wet-eyed at the end of it.
Oh yes, you were too. we were both like, oh my god.
Did you hear the lady come in right at the end after she goes, "Oh, outtakes"? No, honey, it's
No.
still the movie.
It's still the film.
So I thought, and Daniel does a really great job every week of trying to find interesting things to bring. But now we're not drinking; it's again a bit hard. So we have got, and it looks this tea. I've steeped it sometimes for 15 minutes, and it's still this colour. It is Mrs. Patmore's pudding tea.
Oh.
It was a present for the lovely Justin and his husband for my birthday. So cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
So it's actually the same as the biscuit tea. Remember the one that tastes like the dump biscuit, but it's got like a vanilla-y, creamier flavour.
I was about to say, it sort of reminds me of like a chai latte almost.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Now,
with a little bit of hint of caramel in it. Yeah.
There was a great scene in it where the lovely Lady Mary and the lovely Lady Edith went for a wander around London. And I'm sorry, their coats. The coat game in this movie, we'll go into it.
Chef's kiss.
Now, they went into Fortnum & Mason's.
Yes, they did go into Fortnum & Mason's. They went into the...
So, the lovely Mark, who just got back from London, got me some biscuits.
Oh.
So I thought we could give these a go. I've not tried them yet. They're Lucifer's ginger and chili biscuits.
Oh, these are the spicy ones.
And there's a lot of them. And I will be saving some for my parents.
Oh,
but if you want to take some back with you as well.
No, I couldn't take any back, but I do want to try one. I will try one.
So he sent this and I was like, okay, this is absolutely perfect.
Perfection. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's try.
Oh, I smell that ginger, that spice, and it's good spice.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that is a spicy biscuit. I'll do a bit of dunk.
Oh, there is something. Oh, yes, a nice warming that goes on in your throat.
It's a spicy biscuit, though.
Here's the thing to the American listeners. We have ginger snaps over here. They are nothing compared to British ginger cookie. Or biscuit.
I'll put this back because these are too crunchy for the microphone, but we can have some more after.
Absolutely. I'm going to eat mine off to the side just for a second.
But thank you, Mark. I laughed because he gave me that over the weekend, and then when we went to the cinema, I was like, oh, I know what we're doing. But yeah, ginger snaps are very spicy. They're a warm. This is spicy spice. This is spice.
Yeah.
But actual ginger snap in England as well can be very warming.
Oh, I love it. Oh yeah. Oh, you can feel the chili. Oh, I feel it in the throat and in the middle of the tongue.
See, they're good for my parents because they do like occasional biscuit, but they don't like they're not like a sit there have a box of biscuits.
Oh yeah, I would say this one's like maybe a 2 max situation. Like this is you have 2 and you're done.
Well, with that, Daniel, shall we check the news for the week?
We should check the news. This is the portion of the podcast where we talk about things that are gay adjacent, or just a little bit camp.
Obviously, again, we're still very weird week.
Very off week.
Off week. I don't know if we'll bring it up a little bit later of the Jimmy Kimmel of it all, and just there's definite attacks on free speech at the moment. That's a story that I'm not sure how. Like, it's so up in the air.
Oh,
but
very up in the air.
We shall look at some good news. We have going to begin with, well, it's some sad news. Hannah Einbinder says that Hacks will end after the upcoming 5th season. Doesn't surprise me. She said it's nice not to overstay your welcome. I definitely think that the last season, with it being around late night, which again is, and Gene Smart herself has been very vocal about the Jimmy Kimmel situation, because Jimmy Kimmel cameoed as himself in the last season. I don't know. I know they've definitely got one more season. Definitely, because I think in the world of the show, late night was her dream. We've now got a post-dream world, so I think after this you end up at risk of kind of going like
what happens next,
and then too much chaos and it just becomes unbelievable. So talking of free speech, and or my beloved TV Star Warsy show did actually score a award at the Emmys. It won Outstanding Writing in a Drama Series for the episode Welcome to the Rebellion, which, for those that don't know, is where Mon Mothma gives her speech to the Imperial Senate that kicks off her full-time into the rebellion. Well, she was full-time in the rebellion, but her being an active member. And it's just really, considering again what happened this week, what's been happening the last couple of weeks, it's really quite timely. She herself, Genevieve O'Reilly, did not get even a nomination, which she should have got, even just for looking glamorous, and would have looked gorgeous eating a ginger biscuit.
Or doing that dance.
But it should, though, talking of those nominated for acting, I do want to mention Tremel Tillman, who is so fucking gorgeous, getting the best supporting drama actor for Severance. He is so good in that. But he is the first person of colour to win that award, which is
congratulations.
Disgusting. But his mum looked very proud in the audience.
Well, congratulations to him. But yes, it is disgusting.
But his mum was he took his mum as his date, and she looked very, very proud.
We love that.
So then, talking of like what will be renewed, the morning show has already got a 5th season renewal. That was ahead of its 4th season premiere. I'll be talking about later. But yes, the 3rd graders are still writing, and yes, they're doing a bang up job on it. And talking of new shows, though, Matt Berry and Natasha Lyonne are creating and starring in a retro comedy adventure series called Force Majeure.
Oh.
So I'm guessing, I've not yet seen Poker Face. I'm guessing it's sort of linked with this sort of thing.
I caught the first episode of Poker Face. It was fine. Yeah.
So Force Majeure follows a British art expert, Thomas Force Berry, and American mercenary, Jennifer Majeure Leone. The pair are recruited by an eccentric, justice-obsessed billionaire named Amanda Daventry and find themselves tasked with defeating the evil plans of international villains operating in locations across Europe. But as Force and Majeure team up to defeat the force of evil, they must also work together to escape the clutches of Amanda, who may not be telling them the whole story. So it's basically, I think, meant to be like heart to heart and that sort of thing. So I'm kind of up for. I love Matt Berry. I love Natasha Lyonne. So I'm actually really excited for that one.
I could get behind that one. Yeah.
So, Daniel, what's been news for you?
News for me this week. So, it was announced this week that The Bold and the Beautiful will have its first gay couple on the screen. The long-running daytime series will reintroduce Remy Price, will reintroduce the character Remy Price, played by Christian Weissman. He will be starring opposite a character known only as Deke.
Sounds dumb.
Yes, sounds like it as well. Played by Harrison Cohn. In the past, Remy has been a bit of a villain, but this is supposed to be his redemption arc, so we'll see how this goes on daytime television. We're about to be on a rocky road as Ben and Jerry are, not going to be Ben and Jerry anymore. As Jerry Greenfield calls it quits after 47 years. He claims that the company's activism, in which they originally founded, has been silenced by the British conglomerate that now owns them, Unilever. And he says that this has included their pushes for LGBTQ rights. And he said that he can no longer in good faith continue on in that position.
Yeah. What?
He just licked my leg.
Oh, I thought this. I don't know if you knew who was down there. Buggy's under the table because we had biscuits, so he's now like looking at.
Oh, it's fine. He just went all the way up from my ankle to about my knee, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's like he hasn't been fed.
I know.
Maybe it's dinner soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, listeners. That scared me so bad. It was announced. In other news, it was announced that Dreamgirls revival will be going back to Broadway in fall of 2026.
They just did it on the West End, but this is not. They never brought it to. No,
they never brought it to Broadway. So Camille A. Brown is tied with directing, and they are embarking on a worldwide talent search for the roles of the Dreamgirls.
Effie, Dina, and I can't remember the third and fourth.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Anyways, they are looking in LA, Chicago, Amsterdam, Rome for women of all shapes and sizes, and in other locations around the world as well.
Exciting.
So more details to come. No real word yet about anyone else who is going to be in there.
My parents saw a tour in production after so sometimes in England we don't do like we'll do a touring production after a West End run, but it won't be the West End production. Someone will just take advantage of the publicity from the... And it's not like a shady thing. I think they probably check and go, you touring it? No, well, great, we'll just stage it our own.
Yeah.
And I think they saw the touring because they missed Amber Riley do it.
Right.
And they said they were really surprised because they've never seen the film.
Oh,
and so they went in and they
okay.
were like, no, we really enjoyed it. They said it was actually... Yeah, we weren't... Mum always goes, I never sure what we're going to get. And she goes, it was just excellent.
Good.
Yeah.
Absolutely good. Glad to hear that. And finally, in news that I am very excited about, so excited about it, it was announced that the soundtrack of Wicked 2 will be released on November 21st. There will be at least 2 new songs by Stephen Schwartz, one for each of the lead roles.
Yes.
So Elphaba will have a new song called No Place Like Home, which should occur towards the beginning of the film.
So it's just before the Wicked Witch of the East, I believe. So I'm guessing it's as she literally returns.
Literally returns home. And then Glinda will have a new song called The Girl in the Bubble, which will occur before For Good.
Yeah. Because I think, interestingly, Glinda has there's the arc, isn't there, with her. And again, sorry if people haven't seen it, but it's been out. Is that a lot of... Like, Elphaba has very much a trajectory in the second one, whereas Glinda is trying to really work out what she wants to... What is the best way to do things. So it makes sense, actually. I'm excited for that.
It was also announced with the track list that the opener will be broken up into 2 songs. So there'll be Every Day More Wicked, and then Thank Goodness I Couldn't Be Happier. So that will be the second song.
Yeah.
It was also announced, and this is what I am so excited about, that Wicked Witch of the East will be included on the soundtrack. And I was like, yes! Finally! And that the second film will be at least 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
I'm going to be buying for the Friday night it comes out.
And I'll be attending.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 5 tickets. So good. I think Matt wants to go, and then I'm just going to say, hey, but because I've got to go next day to go to Philly for a marathon.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, with that then, should we take a quick break?
We should.
And we're back.
Oh, yes.
Right, Daniel, what's been culture for you this week?
Culture for me this week. So food of the week was salmon and roast root vegetables.
Delicious.
I've also been doing a lot of lentils for lunch.
Always good.
Always good. Drink of the week, some of the apple spice Celeste tea that you had me try a few weeks ago. I've had it in my office, and because I now have my kettle in the office, I've been having multiple cups of that per day, so it might be a problem. But there's no caffeine. So.
I do like that one.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very appropriate, too, for the season.
No, it's also got such a bold flavour as well.
Yes. Songs of the week, highly unusual, and I apologize for them. Rhinestone Cowboy by Glenn Campbell.
Yes.
I caught like 2 seconds of it, and that song has been stuck in my head the entire week. And anyways. Clean by Taylor Swift, and then brand new Radio by Frost Children and Kim Petras.
Where do you hear these new stuff? Where do you pick up from?
So where I typically hear the new stuff is either NPR, or there's a couple of vlogs that I listen to that come out with like new songs each week.
Nice. And
I just pick and choose and I listen, and that's how I try to stay hip and relevant, children. Yes. I try. My hips just go out instead. All right. The next thing that we want to cover is my restaurant of the week. So my date last week, we'll put it like that, was to Haleo. I love Haleo. Forgotten how much I love Haleo because it's been a while. Had the tasting menu. Oh, so good. If you need a good date night here in DC, I highly recommend going and having the tasting menu. You will have some of the best food possible from Haleo, and it's a good little sampler here and there of stuff. The shrimp and garlic, was so good. So good. And the croquettes, fantastic. So wonderful. Museums of the week. I have 2. One I went to today for the first time. I went to the U.S. Supreme Court. There was no one there whatsoever, and it's very easy to get in. You just go behind the steps and go through a door, and then you're able to tour the Supreme Court building. So if you can, go. They're not hearing any cases, I don't believe, until October, so you're not going to hear anyone just yet. The other place that I went to this past weekend was the U.S. Arboretum. highly recommend going. I went to the Bonsai Museum and then walked around the field with the columns from the Capitol. Listeners, if you have dogs, it's very dog friendly. If you want to picnic, it's also very picnic friendly. I think it's going to be a rotation type place that I go to.
No, we took Deaf Dog there a few times.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I highly recommend it. So, Max, how was your week in culture?
My week in culture? Well, food this week, we had a lot of leftovers, but I did make a curry. It's always good.
What type of curry did you make?
It was just a tofu one, but the tofu keeps sinking to the bottom, so the hubs can never find it. So
he has more sauce than tofu.
Did plenty of reading this week. Still reading Room of Review, doing it chapter by chapter, but trying to make sure I find some time for that. Adverts of the week. I'm loving the new Gap one. Milkshake. Yeah, it's just really well done. I'm sorry, but dancing at the moment online has become very TikTok based. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying there's no skill behind it, but when a lot of it is basically just podium dancing from the local gay bar, it just gets to see like a higher choreographed piece like that. It's excellent. And Khalees we did have vocals for that one as well.
I mean, it's very entertaining. I've watched it a couple of times too.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'm really liking it. Talking of music, I originally didn't think anything really hit me this week, but actually there's been quite a lot of good stuff. Antlers have got a new album coming out in October, so I'm listening to their first 2 tracks of that. It's excellent. Sophie Ellis-Bextor's new album, Perimena Pop, came out again, got some really great songs on it, really solid album, so really looking forward to that coming to the rotation. Also picked up Jade. She was in Little Mix, and she really hit it last year, this year, when like her album just really was not what people were expecting in a good way. Yes,
I should say I got some rave reviews on NPR about that one.
Yeah, so I was really excited. And then Gaga, I fancied it a bit today. I think just I forgot what I was listening to. I was like, I'll put on some Gaga, and I did Born This Way, the 10-year anniversary one. And I didn't know there was some new tracks at the end of it, like just where she had some people cover, like Kylie doing Kylie did one. Just it was really, really great.
Surprise.
Yeah. So it was I really like that. Television, the morning show started this week again. Third graders are doing their job properly. Movies, went to see The Long Walk. That was excellent. I go in and out of love with Stephen King. I can find him a bit, heavy on the old, what's the word?
Horror,
not horror. Exposition. Don't always need a backstory. Like sometimes it's a full book. So but no, I really enjoyed this one. Bit too dystopian, considering what's going on at the moment.
A little too close to home.
So Daniel, how did you find Downton Abbey?
So as I was telling another friend of mine who is seeing it this weekend, lovely Kit, I said, here's the thing. You and I are both Downton Abbey fans.
Yeah.
It is a good send-off for Downton Abbey. If you have never seen Downton Abbey, however, you'll be like, oh, this is a puff piece. Like,
but then Downton is a puff piece, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
But it was one of these, like, there was enough conclusion with it that I was happy where we left people. Like, there was resolution, but they could pick it back up in, 1947 or something.
We were talking, I said that if they did it around the royal wedding, or maybe like the death of King George or the coronation, it would be interesting. You'd still have most of them, I think. So I was looking. So Mary's like 38 at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she was 38 in the first. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
And I think that Cora and Robert are in their 60s, so you could get them into their 80s. I mean, they kept Maggie Smith going long enough,
right.
But I really liked it. I definitely. I said I would. I think this story of it's kind of done.
Yes, I very much think that the chapter has closed.
I mean the new era they did also round it off a little bit, and then and so I was like, well, how are they going to bring some of them back? And they actually, I mean, we should have done a drinking game where they, we take a shot every time someone gives a knowing glance about Barrow in his employment situation.
Oh my gosh. Or whenever they make a comment about Matthew Goode's character, I was just like, oh my God, please.
She should have married what's his face, the one that was in Weekend.
Yes. should have married that one.
That was a weird season, wasn't it? Was that season 4 or 5?
I thought 4. I think it was 4.
She had the 2 suitors.
Yeah, I think it was 4.
Tom Cullen. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, she should have gone with him. But then they patch him over to someone else.
Yes. Yeah, it was one of these. I was like, oh,
When did Matthew Good come into it? Was it 5 or 6?
5, I think. I think it was 5.
I mean, he was good, and they kind of... I mean, the word trollop was used.
Yeah. Trollop.
Apologies, I saw you should spoiler alert. There's going to be the use of the word trollop.
Yeah.
It was... I think...
But I'm going to say this. The plot was given away, like, in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're not really spoiling that much. And the film was, like, an hour and a half. So, like...
It was 2 hours of just not really...
Not a lot happened.
Not a lot happened, but a lot.
But then everything happened.
I remember like when the trailer for the first one came out and the Hubs watched it in the cinema and went, nothing's happening in this. I said, no.
Nothing happens in the
That's
show.
the point of it. Nothing happens.
It's this stolid, stoic time
They
piece.
stretched Bates' rape case over 2 seasons.
That's true. They did.
2 seasons.
2 seasons. It's 2 seasons too many.
No, it wasn't because he raped. Because Anna got raped.
It was,
and then
yeah.
then he, who, then the guy died, and then Bates was in prison for all of it, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't remember. Stuff happened.
It was a very oddly paced season. I think I will give it actually. The Gilded Age tends to be seasoned by. It feels like it's a lot more contained per.
Yeah, it's like
season.
This season is here, and this season is here.
Unless you count the 4-year season that was season 2, which was the entire length of World War One.
Well, that's true.
That was quite an epic season.
That was a very epic season. I felt like the world was too fast for some reason, but also not at the same time.
What season was it when the cousin appears? And is it the cousin, but it was heavily disfigured after surviving the Titanic?
Season 2.
That was season 2. That
because it was
good,
during the war.
That was a good season. Yeah. Was it him? We never know.
He
believed it was him.
Yeah.
That wasn't it because it turned out Edith had a thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Edith was a cunt and then she turned out to be like a really... And then after Marigold...
Yes. I mean, she was a cunt in the first season.
Now, in this one...
Uh-huh.
I can't remember where they left it. Is Marigold her kid now, or is Marigold still her ward?
She is her kid.
Yeah, but yeah. I know. But have they finally just said she's her kid?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because she confirms that in the last season of the show.
Yes, I know. Robert picked up on the fact and said to Cora with a knowing look, he could pick up on the fact that his daughter had gone out to Switzerland to give birth, then come back, adopted a kid out to a local farmer, but he can't work out that Barrow's getting stripped by the actor.
Right. I'm just like, Robert.
Do you think they travel a lot? Cora, you know this. It was established in season 5 that everyone knew that Barrow was gay.
Right.
Because Robert got up to some shit at Ian, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, Robert had a speech about...
Yeah, I remember those are the things I saw at Eden.
Yeah. No, but like... anyways, I'm thinking about that now. It's like, oh, that was not a good callback. Like, we've already established that.
Yeah, no, I thought overall... And the only character I really don't have much time for is the scriptwriter.
Oh, yes, Mosley. Here's the thing. I'd forgotten that he was in there. I'd forgotten that Mosley...
I'd forgotten he married What's-Her-Face.
I did too. I was sitting there and it's like, why are they together? And I'm like, oh, they're together. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh...
Here's the thing. I don't remember when they got together, though.
I think they got together in the second movie.
Okay. Sure. It's one of these... maybe I'll rewatch that tomorrow.
Because she started off after... Because she came in after O'Brien left, didn't she?
Yes, she was
Which
post
I miss O'Brien.
I do too, in a roundabout way.
She's a shit ton, though. Is it Siobhan Finneman? She's never not on site. She's in every fucking BritBox series going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're writing checks constantly, just stamping.
And she's so kind of glad, like in real life, like she's not got her hair up. So yeah, because that's it. Baxter came in to... I mean, we're just pretty much making this culture this week now.
Oh, I thought we were anyways.
Hey, Daniel, what's culture this week? Downton Abbey. And it bugged me where the American, not obviously Cora's brother, dickwad who, oh my god, do we really need Paul Giamatti come into it saying he lost all the money?
No, I was just like, wow, we didn't see this coming.
But the hot guy in it was from Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was a young guy, Sam Neill's apprentice in it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's all daddy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you're cute. Lots of top hats. I love a slow motion walk across a racetrack as well.
With a swagger, with your shoulders going back and forth. And
I just also, again, guys, like if you don't want to know about this, just stop listening to podcasts at this point. We'll come back next week with more information.
Yeah.
Do you honestly think when Jolie Richardson she goes, what's the part? You're literally going to scream in Lady Mary's face, you're a divorced woman.
Right. She put so much emphasis into that, and I was like, honey, you might be overacting just a little.
Lady Mary is a divorced woman. And I do like now how...
And the music literally stopped.
Also, can we discuss that party? I mean, again, we love Downton. That was a shite-looking party. I did not see one table of cake. There was nothing.
There was no refreshment whatsoever. The band took up half of the ballroom, and I was just like,
And it was a small ballroom.
Yes.
It honestly looked like a COVID scene. You remember, like, in COVID days, like they filmed the first season of Bridgerton?
It did. Like, honestly, and I was just like, okay, all right, choices.
I do... And the way that Edith went from being the Mary of the group, you know, not Lady Mary, but obviously Mary from Mary Bennett. Yeah. And now has that like saucy way of like, you'll be a sensation. She sounds like Samantha Jones. You'll definitely get deep dicked in that dress, Lady Mary.
Oh, God bless her heart.
It was a sensational dress, though.
Oh, it was a divine red dress. But Michelle Dockery, let's be honest, is always...
She's so gorgeous.
She's so stunning. And, like, whenever she does an interview, I hang on the words that she's saying because, like, she's just so well put together. And you're just like, oh, yes, of course she does it like that. But naturally.
They were also... Like I said, Downton, you got to take... It's actually very well done. It's very well paced. I love it. I've loved it from... Actually, I didn't like the first episode because I had a severe throat infection.
Oh, yeah.
And also, ITV showed it with about... I think it was shown about half an hour's worth of adverts. And there was a ton of complaints. And they re-showed it. They found a slot for it that week with a reduced number of adverts. Because actually it threw people like, this is really... It was too much and people couldn't get into it. And I was really ill. And then I got out of hospital. I rewatched it before the second and said to my parents, watch it again without the adverts. It's so much... They watched it like, okay, we're in on this now. Because it was like, oh my God, someone died on Titanic. Welcome to Carvana. You know? But it's always been a little bit twee in places. But... The opening sequence of this one, when it's going through the shot going through London, brilliant. Then it went around the audience of this fucking theatre. And if every couple had to kind of take a knowing look at each other during this, it was like everyone turning, it's a love song on stage, let's look at each other, love. I'm like,
oh, we're in love song. Oh,
I also couldn't work out the difference between the seats that the help was in and the Crawleys. I'm like, you didn't even have a box?
That's what I was thinking too. Thank you for saying that. I was just like, okay,
you're all crowd.
Your front row orchestra circle, like, okay.
Yeah, they were like real packed in there. If one of them needed a wee, they were fucked.
Yeah, like there was no getting up.
There was no getting up.
There was no getting up until that first person left. Like, no, absolutely not.
But it is still, as I said, horrendously cute.
Oh yes, it's a good go-to whenever you want to feel warm and
cozy. I do feel the need to kind of rewatch because someone said it's not autumn until we see the dog's bum.
It's true. What was the dog's name?
Isis.
Do
you remember? Did you have the room over here that they killed off Isis because of the political situation?
Yes.
It's like I don't think they did that because the family that owned the house was heavily involved in the pillaging of Egypt, and that's why. They brought that into the idea.
Yeah, that was like their one concession was like, you must use Egyptian names for the doggies.
So, is there anyone you thought you would have liked to have seen in the last film?
From the
just generally, like any character that didn't come back.
I mean, I always love Hugh Dancy, but I don't know that he was going to come back at all.
Which one did he play in it?
He played the actual writer of the film.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, or director. He was the director of the film.
Yeah. Him and Mary had a should they, shouldn't they?
Right. A slight little moment of tension.
Do you remember when Mary said Anna to buy the condom?
Yes.
Oh, and then Anna got all up herself because someone had to go and accused her of being a scorned woman.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah. No, he was cute. I do like Hugh Dancy.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it wouldn't make sense to really bring him back with the plot that happened in this.
No, especially Mosley doing such a bang up job of destroying my love of cinema.
Right.
Though I did love. Who was it that turned? Oh no, it was
Noel Coward.
No, Penelope Wilton's character.
Oh yeah.
When she turns up. No, is she Lady Crawley? I can't remember what her stance is.
Well, she married the doctor. What is she now? She's Lady something.
Oh god, it's so confusing.
Anyways,
when she turned up, going, I just got driven in by Mosley, and they went, good luck to you.
Yeah, they all know.
I do love Samantha Bond. I do like Robert's sister.
I do wish that she would have been there.
But I
don't know how you would have
maybe because isn't she London based?
So she is London based, which if they sell Crawley House, what happens?
Yeah, there.
I mean, that was the big question mark that no one even thought about addressing the entire time, and I was like, okay.
It's kind of interesting though, isn't it? Because obviously in the start of it, there was a huge amount of help, and like the posters have that very distinctive, V, the zigzag, and obviously by this one, it's a lot condensed, and actually, yes, they are condensing it. It's a movie. There's only so much you can do. I was surprised how much they actually. All jokes aside about the knowing looks about Barrow, I'm really pleased with how they resolved that.
Yeah,
and I don't want to spoil, but they do it really well. And they actually, a lot of it isn't just about him getting somewhere what he wants. Actually, there's his mission kind of gets fulfilled in a way which is sweet, but you can feel how sort of sparse the house is getting now.
Right, and if you think about it, technology was changing, service was going not necessarily out of style, but there was fewer and fewer people in service. They were doing other jobs outside of these great houses. So historically, it does make sense to see the, staff whittled down, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's clever.
I would have wished that while they were showing a smaller staff, they might have shown there's a brand new device called a vacuum cleaner of a certain sort that, it sort of explains why, but then it's sort of a throwaway moment too,
I do have a crush on Andy though.
Oh, yes. Well, Lady Edith
also has a crush
because they're married in real life.
I do like her husband in it's a bit of a dick, but at the same Bertie. Yes. But at the same time, he's not too much. He's just he's good foal for Robert a little bit, isn't he? I do think he played a good part in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she needed that. Because she's Marquise, isn't she? She outranks Mary now, doesn't she? Marquis. I love that one. Maybe she'll outrank you, Mary. I think not.
Yes, it's the Marquis.
And Mary's daughter, is that with Matthew Good's character?
Yes, I had to go back and look that
one up.
I
was like, oh my God, there's a child there.
I was like, who is this child? And I was like, oh... Yeah, they had a kid. Forgot about that completely.
Yeah, because but Sibby's the oldest, isn't it?
Yes, so
Sibby's the oldest.
And then the one that she had with Matthew, George.
George is the heir. He's the heir. Then
right.
It's the daughter who I can't remember the name of.
And there's Marigold, and then Caroline or Charlotte or something. It's something with a C.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one. No.
I get. Yeah.
Yeah, she was the small one.
So... I'm going to say definitely now. We actually should hurry up and finish the episode anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you really don't want the ending spoiled, stop the episode.
Yeah.
Have you stopped it yet? Good. Right. The final shot, the final bit, we saw them all. I mean, aside from, again, great ending, then moving to the Dower House.
Dower House, yes.
It's down the fucking road, though, Robert. Calm the fuck down. You'll be out for dinner tomorrow night.
Exactly. Mary's...
Sorry. The help. This is why they got rid of the fucking help in these houses, because they're too fucking loud.
Give me a gun. Let's take him out to the pasture and shoot him.
Vices.
Yeah.
But the final bit... so it turns, they say their goodbyes and it's all lovely and Edith's got to go and everyone's back to work and Carson has retired for the 100th time.
Right.
He shares saying, even shares going, honey, it's time to leave. Mrs. Patmore's going off to have sex.
For the first time.
And Mary goes back in. She looks at that beautiful portrait of Maggie Smith of Violet Crawley. And then they do something I actually did not expect to do.
Okay.
And that they cut to her looking over and they use a clip from a TV series.
Oh, yes.
And they create a montage. And I can't remember if some of that actually happened.
Yes, so that was the holiday special for season 2.
That was the first one. And that's when he proposed to her at the end of it. And then because he died in the holiday special season 3.
Right.
And it was a lovely scene, and then you had the scene of them all dancing. Oh, that happened in the show, didn't it? Yeah. Because Carson had really dark hair in it, and sometimes when they do the flashbacks and they dye the hair, that's a dead giveaway. But and they had to do all the characters, and you had Maggie Smith catching eyes with her, which was, I think, really lovely done. And then it cut to actually, I was ready for Maggie. Sybil caught me off guard.
Yes, because I mean, we haven't thought about Sybil since season 3.
I can't hear Sybil without thinking of Sibby's eggs. Do you remember when the evil nanny was attacking Sibby and going, "Oh, is that how you like your eggs, Sibby?" I was like, so I can think of now when I think of scrambled eggs is beating a child. What did they call her? Mudblood or something? Didn't she call her like a mongrel or something because she wasn't of high birth?
Well, because of the Irish father. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's also the help.
Right.
But that scene was really beautifully done. I really like that.
It was shocking, but it was needed with Mary to be with those ghosts, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But I also think that Sybil as a character had been sort of forgotten about. I think Matthew's legacy had always hung over. And I love chubby Matthew because he went to Hollywood and he lost all that weight.
Skinny.
He's so cute though. His eyes. But those Sybil had always, especially because cousin Rose had been brought in after that season.
And I was surprised that we didn't see Rose.
Well, she's playing Meryl Streep now, isn't she?
Right, but I was curious in that scene that there wasn't a ghost of like Rose or anything.
Well, she's in New York. But no, I think the thing of Rose was that they tried to bring her in to kind of, so she came in 4 or 5, but she kind of she was in actually a few seasons.
Yeah.
But after, I think she left by 6, and I think they started to phase her out a bit.
Yeah,
she did her job, but I think that. But no, that bit caught me.
No, it was good. It was well done. Yeah.
So with that, Daniel, do you think we should end this episode?
I think we should.
Cool. Daniel, do you have a gagged and gooped?
I don't have a gagged and gooped.
I found one. I hid it in here. This seemed like one of these good stories at a time, but there is a film coming out by a book coming out, and Hollywood is sniffing about it.
Oh,
it's called Alchemized by Cindy Yu.
Okay.
And it is basically
I do know this.
Yeah. So it hit the shelves online bookstores later this month as a dark fantasy tale of a young woman with a memory problems who finds herself at the mercy of a powerful and cruel necromancer. Daniel, where did it start from?
Fan fiction.
It's fan fiction. It was Hermione and Malfoy.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's a 50 Shades of Grey shit happening.
Yep.
Now, a friend of mine, Emma, the one I met, who was with when Hubs, she was a huge fan fiction fan.
Fan fiction fan.
And 50 Shades really, put the cat amongst the pigeons because at the time it was fan fiction got away with it because it only stayed there. And when she went ahead and got published with a few name changes and stuff, it was kind of like, now we've got all eyes on what should be kind of left, don't, we won't disturb you if you don't disturb us. So and it's happening again.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a lot of the Star Wars books were written by the fan fictions never got published, but they kept an eye on those circles, and that's how they'd be like, okay, they're doing it, and that's how they brought them in. But no, the fan fiction was left very much alone. But no, it's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll read it because I can imagine it'd be appallingly written. But anyway,
I don't think it's gonna be the same.
No.
Yeah.
With that, Daniel, do you have a word of the week?
I do have a word of the week. So the word of the week is perplexed, to be very confused. Are you perplexed?
Confused why fan fiction's getting a heads up.
Yeah, honestly, yes. Like, as soon as I read that and people were like outraged, I was like, oh, well, outraged for a different reason.
I'm sure it's probably very good. The person's, I hope they made some money out of it. They're doing well. I just hope the film is, these films tend to be rushed.
Yeah.
Daniel, do you have a Petticoat Lane, or is that our Petticoat Lane?
That is our Petticoat Lane right there.
Because you just want to end the episode, don't you?
Yeah.
With that, Daniel, what do they say at the end of it? Long live Downton Abbey.
Long live Downton Abbey.
Amen to that. And do you think we covered everything?
My dear, we have barely set the agenda.
Cheers. This has been a Bearded Bitch production recorded in a Diane Keating podcast studio in Haberdashery.
You've been listening to The Bitches with Beards. I've been Daniel.
And I'm Max. A big thanks to you all for tuning in and giving us a listen. Don't forget to rate, subscribe and review the following on Twitter, X and TikTok, where you can find us at Bitches with Beards.
Please remember that only a mother could love our views and opinions, and they reflect us and no one else.
We'll hear you next week unless we're cancelled. Cheers.